Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this. If you're watching this, today is Tuesday, May 5th, which means this Sunday is Mother's Day. So if your mom is still around, you need to get her a gift or a card. And it should not be a blender. Don't give anyone ever a blender. Anyway, today is Tuesday, and one announcement is that today at 4 we have a trio coming to play some amazing music. It's three women. I always get their names, the first name wrong. Sing Ai Su will play piano. Kate Arndt is on violin, and Judith McIntyre Galecki is on cello. These three call themselves the Nutmeg Trio, and they are going to play from 4 to 5 in our sanctuary. And friends, this is amazing music. If you can come, please do. I think you'll really be blessed to hear some of these beautiful sounds. So violin, cello, piano, and they're all played by true experts. And I think you'll really like it. I don't have any other announcements because I've forgotten my bulletin, but that one's important. Okay, here's the second one, and here's where we are today. I was reading a devotional from John Eldredge, and he quoted Hebrews 13:8, and he has not. He uses the Message. And it says this: Jesus doesn't change. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, he's always totally himself. And I think we know that, but we need to remember that one of the limits I think that we place on Jesus is this idea that he doesn't act like he did when he was written about in the Gospels. And that was then, we say that was then, this is now, and things have changed. So, in one fell swoop, you have basically shut down about anything you could ever hope to experience with Jesus. It simply shuts the door, say, well, that was then, this is now, this does not pertain to me, slam the door, leaving Jesus on the outside. Jesus is asking you to let him in. So let him in. You can begin probably by just renouncing the lie that Jesus doesn't act toward you the way he acted toward people in the Gospels. It's absurd to hold in one hand the Gospels, that is the definitive word on Jesus, and then at the same time say Jesus doesn't behave like that anymore. But somehow we're going to read this stuff, but remember, it doesn't count now, or something ridiculous like that. God gives you his Son and records it for all time in the Gospels. And we have to get rid of this idea that somehow the rules have changed and somehow, actually, well, we've changed. Jesus hasn't really changed and doesn't change, but that's the one thing that we do. You can reach for him, call for him. The same healing and power that the woman experienced who had the bleeding issue for years by just touching his robe was healed. Don't buy the lie that says he was different then. I think that opens the door to a lot of things you don't want to do. And it opens the door really for allowing um, you to change whatever you want in the gospel, as long as it fits the culture or things like that. All right, so Jesus is the same today and tomorrow and yesterday. Open that door. Ask God to help you step aside, step away from the lie, that he's not listening the same way he listened back then. I hope you have a great week.